up this point here so that my overhang will be a minimum of at least 2 feet past the outside edge of this curved wall. And click on that intersection there. I'll bring that down here, hold my shift key, and we'll spider this over to this corner here. And then click again. We have a black pencil indicating that we're on a node. Continue around the polygon. Here we'll pick up an arc by 3 points on the pet palette. Click there, giving us the second point. Click here, giving us the third point. Click one more time, completing the arc. Go back to the straight segment. Continue on with our polygon. We're going to go with a one-level roof, and we'll get into the meaning of multi-level roofs later on. Our basic elevation is 10 feet, same as the wall height, which is what we want, and we'll go ahead and give that a 2-foot overhang on the eave. Select OK, and our roof is created. Now I want to move this text box out of the way. And what I want to do here is I want to create a gable roof instead of a hip roof over here. So we're going to select this section of the roof, and as you can see as we clicked on that the roof is a separate and separately editable segment. So for right now we'll delete that, and we can see our curved wall down below. Now there's two different ways to adjust these roof segments here to give us a gable roof. The first way is to put a marquee, and we have to make sure that we use the single-story marquee, not the double-story marquee. Put a marquee here. Wait until we get a check on that corner. This allows us to stretch what's ever within that marquee area. I will spider that up to this corner here, holding the shift key, and click. We can remove that marquee, and we'll show wall in 3D. And now you can see we turned what was a hip roof, such as this here, over here into a gable-ended roof. Now let's zoom in on this. Deselect the orbit tool. Go back to the arrow tool with our magnet. Select that wall. It's at 10 feet now. Let's make it 20 feet. Click enter. Now select the roof again, and if we right click the mouse and bring up our context menu, you see we have an option here called trim to roof. So we'll select trim to roof, and we want to trim the top, not the base. Click trim. And now you can see that that curved wall has trimmed itself to the bottom of the gable-ended roof. Go back to the first floor plan. Alright, I'm going to delete this roof. And we'll zoom over this section. We'll select the roof tool. And if I hold down the button on the domed roof tool and we go over here, we can select the barrel vaulted roof. Now with that button selected, what we can do is we can draw the shape of a curved roof using the tools in our pet palette. And now what we're going to do, this is a little tricky. Starting from here, we're going to drag our pen down to our start point of the roof, click, and then come back to our end point and click again. We're going to put the elevation, we're going to leave that at 12 feet. We're going to select this vertical edge here, click OK, and now we've created our barrel vaulted roof, and we'll take a look at that in 3D. Right click to bring up the context menu, click on Show All in 3D. And now you can see our barrel vaulted roof. Now, we'll deselect the orbit tool, go back to our arrow with the magnet, and we'll select this roof, hold the shift key down and select this roof, or a wall, excuse me, the walls. And then right click to bring up our context menu, click on Wall Selection Settings, and we'll change that to, say, 15 feet. Click OK. That can also be done here. Oh, I don't think we're quite high enough, so we'll change it over here. Let's make it 20. Alright, now with both of those walls selected, we can right click again, bring up our context menu, click Trim to Roof, click Trim. And now we've trimmed those walls to a barrel vaulted roof. It looks like we have a little error here, but that would have been just a matter of bringing that roof over a little further than we did to cover up that section of the wall. Okay, we'll go back to our first floor plan. We'll select this wall here, and we know from over here that we've got an elevation for the top of that wall at 30 feet. Select our roof tool. Go back to our domed roof. And with the dome roof selected, if I click on this edge here, let's zoom in on this, and we'll move this text box. If I put the cursor on this edge of the wall, you see we've got a little X right here, which is the center of the roof. We'll start right there with the roof tool selected. We're at 25/6 to the edge.